Hi there and welcome to this Pick a Card reading. I'm Debbie from Readings with Debbie and I am an oracle and tarot reader, but I have a focus on readings for business owners. You'll find all sorts of readings on this channel, business, relationships, work, money. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe and you will get notified of when I post a reading. Normally every week, but sometimes twice weekly. And this reading is a rest of the year business reading. So the rest of 2024, we're looking at the energy of that for you. And all you need to do in a pick a card reading is really simple. You just choose which card that you are pulled towards, guided towards. So here we have pile one with this angel aura quartz. There is some gorgeous colours in it. And here we have pile two with this green Aventurine. So that could be appealing to you. And finally we have pile three with this flower agate there. So that could be speaking to you. Excuse my hand, I burnt myself on a pan. So take a moment to pick your deck and we'll get into the readings. So choose your deck and then I'll put the timestamps in the notes and you just go to your timestamp for pile 1, 2 or 3 and the reading will start there. And I will see you in your reading. Bye. Okay, so hello pile 1 and welcome if you have chosen this pile. You have probably been guided by the combination of the colours of this deck and the angel aura quartz as well. So I'm going to put that over there for you. And let's get started with your cards. Okay, lovely. So we have this card, the entrance stone. So this deck is all about stone circles, basically, but the guidance is quite relevant to practical situations. So as we can see here, this card is all about new beginnings, stepping forward and expansion. So this is a really great card to start with. I feel like you're definitely entering into a new cycle at this point. I'm doing this reading in September 2024. And there's so much guidance coming up around new beginnings. And we have that back to school energy, that September energy, which I think a lot of people are feeling. And this is definitely the energy for you. So you can kind of look at this point as you can start your year from this point, and it doesn't matter whenever. You could be watching this in a different year. And it's kind of timeless guidance, but if this year has been hard for you, difficult for you, very challenging, and you're only starting to feel like good about this year, then that's absolutely fine. You can start the year from this point and go from now to 12 months time. It doesn't matter what's happened before today, okay? This is a new beginning for you. Your guides are wanting you to expand, to step forward, to step up, to reclaim your power. And if you have a business, your guides just want you to really step into what you do. Try and let go of the self-doubts right now, because what you do is so needed in the world. We have the figure here with the key. You are definitely expanding, stepping into new energy. It's just such a gorgeous card to start with. And you're definitely stepping into your authentic self, your power at this time. I'm absolutely loving this as a first card. Ooh. Okay, so we have the road is clear. You know what to do, walk it your way. How gorgeous is that card and the colouring on there. Got this gorgeous pinky peach energy and this very determined figure walking this path. It looks like she's coming out of somewhere, you know, she's walking into, I would say that was like a bit of an unknown future, really. There's not a huge amount kind of showing on that path. but it does look like there's some sort of angelic figure forward there. So I feel like this is definitely saying that you're being protected at this time. It's also saying that you know what you need to do, okay? You know what you're here to do. The path is becoming clearer for you. It's starting to feel a little bit easier to do what you came here to do. I feel like maybe the rest of the year, it's kind of felt harder, like it was a bit of an uphill struggle, an uphill battle. But I definitely feel like this new beginning energy, this new cycle energy is clearing your pathway ahead, helping you to remember that you know how to move forward deep down, even if you're still feeling a bit doubtful about it. And hopefully, as you're seeing this card, this is kind of helping you to, or confirming to you that you actually know what to do at this point going forward. And obviously walk it your way. I feel like you are doing something, could be doing something completely new. It's like kind of walking the, creating a brand new path forward, forging a new way. You're not following in the footsteps of anybody else. You're doing things your way. And that can be very scary. I know that from my own experience. But it's like you're being guided. It's like you're being guided forward at this point. So it's important to forget what's happened already this year, because this is a whole new energy. And I'm absolutely loving these two cards together. I'm going to pop that there. Okay, and can we get a third card from this gorgeous deck? Okay, so our third card is Ancestral Messages, Connection, Belonging, Asking for Help. And so we have the figure here standing against this very ancient stone. And it's like she's connecting to her ancestors, especially the women that have gone before her. The women that may have helped to forge this path. Also the women that she could be forging a path for. You know, I feel like if you're seeing this pile one, you're a cycle breaker. So it could be that the women in your family before you never had this opportunity that you have now. They didn't have the freedom to be able to forge their own path. And it's like they're looking down on you and they're so proud that you are doing this work, that you are stepping into your power, that you are claiming your gifts. Because I just get the feeling that they, probably because of the time they lived in, the situation they were in, they weren't able to do that, which is really sad. But they're like cheering you on as this figure here. And you're like downloading their guidance, their knowledge, maybe without even knowing it. Yeah, I think that's really beautiful, bearing in mind these two that have come out. It's like it's a whole new beginning for your family line, what you do. It's like you are the way shower, you are the cycle breaker, you are forging this whole new path forward. You know, they probably had similar gifts, but because of the time they lived in, they weren't allowed to maybe use those gifts, you know. Going even back to the witch times, you know, the witch wound that a lot of us who do spiritual work carry as well, because we probably killed in previous lives for doing our work, which is why it can take us a lot longer in this lifetime to actually step up and step forward with the work, because there's this remembering that we were severely punished for it, and they could have hidden their gifts for that reason as well. But I'm loving that message from your ancestors, and I feel like if you feel called, you can connect to them. You could do guided meditations to connect with their energy. You could work with a practitioner to connect with your ancestors. There's a few different ways to do that. You could use a card deck. And remember to ask for help. You know, ask your ancestors I believe, are a part of your spiritual support team. And I feel like they're around you and ready and willing to help as well. So just remember to ask them and realize that they're there. We're not taught that they're actually around us. So I just think that they are three absolutely stunning cards for you, pile one. I'm loving the messages there. So next we are going to get some cards from my deck, the Business Oracle. It is available for pre-order right now, or you could be watching this when it's actually ready to order from my website. Put a link below. But yeah, I designed this because I realized there weren't very many decks out there to help women with business. And I just got a kind of vision for it. I wanted to make a bit of a practical deck that can help you navigate business when you're feeling a bit lost, or maybe even before you start a business. And I tried to make it inclusive and diverse, including lots of different types of women. The deck has 44 cards and 5 categories: self-development, marketing, self-care, spirituality, and money. So I've tried to cover a lot of aspects of self-employment in there as well, with a strong emphasis on self-care, because we all know how easy it is to get burnt out when we're self-employed, because we tend to think we need to do everything ourselves, especially in the beginning. So it might be likely that a self-care comes out for you, but let's see. Okay, lovely. So our first card, pile 1 from my deck, is Get Creative. Okay, so for the rest of the year, your guides are just nudging you to get creative for the fun of it. You might have a creative business and be creative for money, but I feel like your guides are just saying kind of add in more hobbies to create more fun in your life. You could have been working really hard recently and maybe neglecting your creative side. And this is just all about creating for the fun of it. And I kind of included this woman here, and she's drawing, but I also included some symbols like a camera for photography, the chopping board for cooking, and some makeup brushes as well. Just as little ideas of things that we could do to tap into our creativity. But obviously there's so many other things that we can do to tap into it. And creativity, a lot of us at school thought that that was just drawing and painting, but as we now know, there's so many other ways to get creative. You know, we can do a dance class, we can do pottery, we can you know, go into nature, look at nature. It doesn't need to cost money or be expensive. But I feel like if you're seeing this, then you might have been guided to learn a new creative skill, do a course, do a workshop, something like that, that's just going to help you to have fun, tap into your creative gifts and talents, and make you realize that you actually are creative. You might have, you know, never really truly believed that about yourself. This could also be just confirmation that you are a massively creative person, and you might already be aware of that, but I feel like your guides just want you to know that you are creative, especially if you do doubt that. And for the rest of the year, if you kind of try some new things or put aside time to do creative hobbies, I feel like that's going to massively improve your mental health, your fun. You're going to tap into your inner child. So yeah, I'm loving that that one has come out for you. Let's see where we are with that. Up there. Okay, let's get another card. Pile 1. Okay, pile 1. So you've also got my website card. Okay, so I feel like you're just being nudged for the rest of the year to focus on your website a bit. This can mean creating a website if you don't already have one. And you can do that with sites like Wix or Squarespace. And I think it's got a lot easier to create your own website. You might, like me, not feel like massively technical, but luckily nowadays it is more about the design and not necessarily the technical side behind it. So you might decide to work with a website designer. Obviously that can cost more than doing it yourself, but at least you know you're going to get a professional result. And so it could just be that you put the feelers out for a website designer in some groups that you're in, or somebody could recommend you a website designer in the next, you know, in the next few weeks, months that you really feel like is a good fit for you. It's also a nudge if you already have a website to update it. You might want to work on branding. You might want to just update the information on there. Look at your website copy. It might be out of date. You might realize that you aren't so keen on the way it's written anymore. So you might want to rewrite it or work with a copywriter to get that the way you want it to sound as well. And for some people, this could also be a sign that you are, this could be a great career path for you to be a web designer. It could be something that you might have thought about, but there is so much demand for it. Obviously, everybody with a business generally needs a website. So you, that could be a hidden talent or a gift for you, or a pathway that you might already be on. But yes, focus on your website for the rest of the year, or if you're seeing this at the beginning of the year, the next few weeks and months, because I feel like that is definitely going to be worth the time, and that's going to bring you more business as well. Okay. Can we get one more card, please? Okay. So we've got a self-care card here, and we have the hydrate card. Okay, so if you're seeing this, you might not have been drinking enough water. So easy not to do it. We can kind of look back and realize after a few weeks that we've barely been having any water, and we wonder why we might not feel so good. So this is just a nudge for you to really prioritize this for the rest of the year, to go out and buy a bottle that's going to really help you to drink the amount you need to drink each day. Often they have little markers on, so you know how much you need to get through during the course of the day. Because when we're dehydrated, it can just affect our mental ability, our thinking, where generally we can feel more foggy in our head, get headaches, and our body just doesn't feel that great, does it, if we forget to hydrate? So this is a little bit of health guidance for you to make this a priority and to be consistent with this, to drink your 2 liters of water a day, or however much you feel like you want to drink, and just make sure that's a non-negotiable in your daily life, because I feel like that's going to instantly make you feel a whole lot better going forward as well. So just a bit of self-care guidance there. Okay, so I'm going to move on to another deck, see what else we can find out for you. Oh, lovely. Okay. So next pile one for you, we have the Sun card. Open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. So I feel like this is massively linking in to these two cards, your new beginning and your clear pathway ahead. Okay. This card mentioned expansion. I just feel like over the next few months, wow, your life is going to be unrecognizable, in a few months' time. There's so much growth, so much expansion coming in. It's like you're ready for what you want now. You might have felt like you were battling for, the last few months. So look at these sunflowers. Like, sunflowers are such an amazingly positive symbol of rebirth. I think I'm pretty sure like the Ukraine has this on their national symbols and things like that, just to symbolize that that spirit, that ability to kind of keep going, to overcome obstacles, challenges. And they're just such a gorgeous flower to see, uplifting. As when we see sunflowers, it's always positive and uplifting as well. And just be open to this. It could be that this changes, maybe create this change that's been talked about in this spread is creating a little bit of fear in you. Okay, change is hard, and often, even though we want our life to be different, the reality is that can feel scary. We might be worried that the people around us, like what they're going to think if we make big changes. A lot of people are resistant to change, and you might be worried about their reaction if you make a big change, like maybe going abroad for a while, or leaving a job to start a business, or changing your business, leaving a relationship, all of these big changes we can make. But it's a case of opening up your heart to this, not closing yourself off, not putting a barrier around your heart and kind of denying yourself this amazing expansion energy that's coming in for you and is yours if you just claim it as well. I love this card. I have a hammock in my garden, and I got in it a couple of days ago, and the sun card from the tarot fell out of the hammock, and I have no idea how it got in there. I don't know if one of my nephews put in there, but it was just such an amazing sign of brighter times ahead. I also feel like, Pile 1, if you're seeing this, that the sun is really important to you. It's like you need sunshine to feel your best. And obviously, if you live somewhere with seasons, as we go into autumn, winter, we get less sun. So I feel like you should make being in the sun a priority. Any day that we have a sunny day, make sure you get outside. Also, try and arrange holidays over the winter months so you get the sun that you need, which is going to give you the energy to do what you're here to do. Also take vitamin D, I'm hearing, because you might be susceptible to seasonal affective disorder, and vitamin D can really help us to cope with the winter months, okay? But I'm loving this card for you and how it links in with the first couple of cards. Let's get another one from this fortune deck. Can we get another card for Pile 1, please? Okay, so let's get another card for Pile 1, please. Ooh, got Lion. Okay, so very much the Strength card. If you read tarot, the Strength card is usually depicted by a lion. There's a lion symbol in with that. This is talking about the loyal and protective aura of the lion, harnessing that energy and charging ahead magnificently. So again, linking in with this road is clear card. The pathway ahead is clear there. And I feel like the things that have happened the rest of this year before now have really made you strong enough to step forward into this amazing expansive energy for you and your business as well. There's been challenges. You've questioned maybe your direction, yourself, but you have become so much stronger because of these situations, these events, okay? And that's all happened for a reason, to turn you into this lioness that you currently are. Card can also symbolize justice and standing up for other people as well. So you might be somebody that has a cause or is really concerned about a situation in the world, and this is telling you to keep fighting for things to change in terms of that. It's also a sign that you're protected as well, Pile 1, okay? It's like you're protected moving forward now. It's like the universe has really seen that you're serious, and they are like with you all the way at this point. Okay, you're feeling powerful. There's nothing you can't handle. Face your challenges head on and just move forwards. You can move ahead in leaps and bounds right now. Okay, I feel like you're becoming more magnetic as well. You're attracting more people to you. And I just feel like this symbolizes success as well. And, you know, you're going to step into your leadership energy. And just, you're going to start getting a lot of respect and admiration for what you do as well. You might have felt like that wasn't something that you've had in the past. You may have felt like you were on the sidelines or a bit ignored or marginalized, but I do feel like that's going to change. Okay. I also feel like this links into travel as well, that I mentioned with the Sun card too. So, kind of, I'm thinking of like kind of wilder, more exotic places. I'm kind of seeing going off the beaten track, like that card there about forging a new path as well. So you could be planning a trip to somewhere it's a little bit different, that not a lot of people go to, that's going to be a bit wild and exotic as well. So we'll just put the lion there. And let's get one more card from this deck. Okay, guys, I've been seeing the dragonflies so much recently over the past week. It's crazy. There's one in our garden as well, which is just stunning. But you've got the dragonfly card. This is so gorgeous in terms of the rest of the reading. It's a time of renewal, rebirth. And yeah, harness all of the energy in the rest of this reading and have that confidence during this time of transformation, of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. Okay, I'm so excited for you. I feel like you're just going to fly like the dragonfly over the next few months, the remainder of the year. And I just feel like you're going to be connecting. It's going to feel easier to connect to your intuition, to hear your guidance, to channel the messages you need to hear. You could even start having downloads from your guides, like your ancestors as well. Just going to put him there. So yeah, the dragonfly is all about renewal, okay? Just as well, going down a more spiritual path as well, expanding your spirituality. You could already be on a spiritual path, but I feel like you're definitely going deeper. You're probably going to get more intense dreams with messages through your dreams and messages from loved ones that have passed as well, linking into the ancestors card. I feel like they're going to come to you in your dreams, pile one, your family that have passed, your ancestors, and they're going to give you very clear messages. So really pay attention to that, okay? And also, again, as I mentioned, the dragonfly is quite similar to the butterfly symbolism in that it talks about change, new perspectives, making life-changing decisions. But it's so important to be confident in these decisions. There might be time that you spend soul-searching, going back into the past a bit to look at previous decisions, previous pathways that you've taken. But all of this is going to be important for you to figure out a way ahead, okay? I feel like it is important to get ready, because I do feel like with the cards that have come out for you, especially these two here, that there is going to be constant change coming up. And as I said, that can feel scary, okay? In the next few months, I feel like really like big changes coming in for you, but this is massively positive. If you can manage to stay calm during these changes and actually relish the fact that things are changing for you. Self-doubts around your future, I feel like they're going to disappear and you are going to get this newfound strength and confidence. And the dragonfly also represents flexibility and adaptability. So call upon dragonfly as your spirit animal to help you to be flexible and adapt, to roll with the changes, just so you're not kind of rigid about what you think shouldn't happen as well. It's kind of like a roller coaster energy with this as well, which you probably are familiar with if you're self-employed. Lots of twists and turns. Know when to rest so you can avoid burnout, because with this energy coming in over the next few months, it's going to be easy to burn out because there's going to be so many opportunities and new things to do. So make sure you're planning in time in your diary for rest, for pampering, for relaxation, okay? And it's very much about getting rid of self-doubt. And I just feel like you've worked on that a lot, and that is going to be happening for you. It might be worth getting like some sort of dragonfly symbol for you to, like a dragonfly shaped crystal, a necklace, like a key ring, a ring, something with the dragonfly symbol on it. And I feel like that's going to help you through this time ahead, and help you to connect in with the energy of that as well. Absolutely loving that for you. And just to finish this reading, pile one, I'm going to get you an Angel Answers card, just an overall card for this reading to sum the whole thing up. And it's really interesting because we got the no card, but it was upside down. Okay, so when I saw it fly out, I was like, oh, okay, but it's upside down. So I'm getting from this that you could have been told no on lots of previous occasions. You could have said no to opportunities, or opportunities might have just been blocked for you for the year that's just passed, the time that we've had this year that's gone by. So you could have very much felt like you were in this no energy where things felt blocked moving forward. People were saying no to you, not taking your offers, kind of feeling like it was a real struggle to get clients, that kind of thing. But now it's reversed. So the no's are going to stop and the yeses are going to come in, the opportunities, the clients, the new experiences. It really ties in with this new door opening, this expansive energy, and that no turning into a big fat yes, okay? And I just love that for you. Just massive reversal of fortune, you know, but I don't think it's a coincidence. I think you've really been through it and done the work to almost like you've co-created this big change, this big shift, this big manifestation. You've turned the no into a yes. Okay. I'm just gonna pop that on there. But oh my God, pile one, I'm loving this energy for you. Such a massive new beginning energy, which does tie in with a lot of the guidance that I've seen around anyway. But, you know, you're strong, you're creative, you are protected by your guides, massive new path ahead that, you know, you're forging yourself a new pathway forward, that maybe you're the first person that's done this thing. The Sun card talking about good luck, good fortune, growth, and also the dragonfly, that connection to your intuition, that new spiritual awakening, newfound confidence as well, and the strength of the lion. So oh my God, I'm so excited for you. And let me know if that resonates with you in the comments. Just a quick reminder, if you like the look of my deck, then the link below is to pre-order. Right now, if you pre-order the deck, you get a free 5-card business reading with me. That could obviously change if you're watching this in the future, but yeah, click on the link if you're interested in that, which is below. And you can also at this time book in for an in-depth 10-card business reading with me if this really resonated with you, but you want to see, you want to have more personalized guidance, because obviously this is a collective reading. And I'll put the link to readings with me below as well as my coaching offer for coaching sessions with me, where I include oracle, tarot, astrology, human design, pendulum healing, charms, all of that kind of thing. So thank you so much for watching, pile one, and I'll see you in the next reading, and have a great rest of the year. Bye. Okay, so hello if you picked pile 2, and welcome to your reading. So you might have been drawn to the green Aventurine crystal, or my deck, the back of my deck, the business oracle for female entrepreneurs, with the pink and the soft baby pink and the soft green. So yes, this is your reading. So let's get started. So you might be watching this in February or September or April. So if you're watching this at any time that isn't September 2024, then this is a timeless reading, so it is absolutely relevant. Let's see what guidance comes through for you for the rest of the year, and relating to your business. If you have a business, it could turn out more general than that with some of the cards. But let's just see, because we could always do with a bit of extra help. Okay, amazing. So your first card, pile 2, is a card called Live the Question. curiosity, open your mind, live into it. And as you can see, that is just absolutely gorgeous. That card with the figure there, kind of going into, I feel like unknown territory. That's the energy that that kind of landscape is giving me. And this card is all about curiosity and opening your mind. And if you're seeing this, it could be that, you know, especially if you're watching this kind of reading, I'm guessing, you know, that you probably would like answers. That's why I watch pick a card readings, just to kind of give me some motivation, inspiration, to reduce my anxiety a bit about what's coming in. So this card is talking about kind of like being comfortable with the uncertainty, which is probably something you don't want to hear straight off the bat, pile 2. But there's something here around you embracing the uncertainties of life, and just be open to all different types of experiences, and don't try and control life too much, because that's going to close you off to potential experiences that could be absolutely amazing for you that you're just not seeing yet, or like even aware that that could be available for you. Just going to put that one down there. It's talking about kind of old spiritual thing that people say, that the journey is as valuable, even more valuable than the destination you're trying to get to as well. So it could be, especially if you're in a business path, that things do feel very uncertain right now. And instead of getting pulled into fear and anxiety, it's important for you to kind of just be very inquisitive and curious about some of the things that are going on, and kind of why they might be happening as well. It's talking about trying to live in a state of curiosity, wonder, and stopping waiting for the answers and choosing to live into it. Live into the question is the theme of the card. Taking small baby steps forward and letting life reveal itself to us. I know it all sounds a bit spiritual, but it's like stopping, trying to move away from wanting everything in your life to be certain, okay, every moment of the day, and everything to be planned out and scripted. Because I feel like that, if you could have been living like that for the period of time up until now in this year, where you have wanted complete certainty, you've wanted to be in control. But now your guides are saying to you, for the rest of the year, try and let go of the steering wheel. Try and kind of go into that energy of wonder, curiosity, being okay with not having all the answers and not having everything mapped out for you, or having a very clear plan. I feel like they're talking about being okay with not really knowing the way ahead completely, and kind of waking up each day and just being excited about the fact that you don't 100% know what's going to happen. And I feel like that is going to really change your life by switching into that energy, instead of feeling the need to be in control of everything and for everything to be really predictable. I feel that can like quash our soul a bit, and I feel like you're in need of some spontaneity, and for just to be open to unexpected things to come into your life. That way we can be open to money coming from unexpected places, and not just the fact that you're having to earn it. Open to new people coming in to maybe help you with your business, new relationships, partnerships, opening to new opportunities. Because in business, it's so easy to like feel like we have to create everything ourselves and be the one that just makes everything happen. But I definitely feel like they're saying, like, move away from that perspective, take your hands off the steering wheel, as I've already said, and just open your mind to what could potentially happen if you are not fully in control. So I really hope that resonates for you. Let's see what else comes out of this deck. So your second card from this deck is a card called The Records. Remember while you came, be bold, and legacy. Okay, so we're kind of going down a bit of a spiritual route in this reading, pile 2. And it's just, this card's asking you, this card is reminding you that there's a reason why you chose to be on the planet at this time as you. And, you know, you are so important, you really matter. And it's so important to make the next days, weeks, months and years and even decades count. So this is a rest of the year reading. So I feel like, you know, previous to this, you know, you could have been kind of finding things a bit like an uphill struggle if there's been like a control element there. But I do feel like you're entering in an energy for the rest of the year where you are really remembering why you're here and what your why is. You could be shifting what you're doing in business to something that's more aligned with you. And I do feel like you're stepping into that now, okay? And your guides want you to dare to truly live. And I do feel like these two cards are linked because this is asking you to just be curious, be inquisitive, be open to the unexpected. And this is mentioning truly living, which is more about being spontaneous, being open to new experiences, not needing to know exactly how things are going to play out, embracing being in the dark a little bit more. And, you know, that's when really exciting things can happen as well. And I do feel like you're stepping into a time where you are going to be so in alignment, creating what you came here to create and doing what you truly are here to do as well. Being the bravest version of yourself, the boldest version of yourself. And it's almost like you're going to be leaving a legacy, pile two. The work that you're doing is going to have such an impact and you are going to make your mark with doing this work, okay? And just like, it might be that you're on a difficult path, that you're trying to do brand new things in the world. And your guides just want you to remember that a lot of people live in fear, okay? They don't live the question. They live in fear. They live in a place where everything has to be planned out because they're scared of the unknown. Those people, they tend to dim their light and they don't truly live, okay? So I feel like even if you've been living like that, you're not designed for that. You're here to truly live, to truly experience all of life, okay? A lot of people die with their dreams that haven't been realized. And that's not your legacy. You're here to do the opposite of that. You're here to truly live your life. And it probably doesn't look like other people's lives. I feel like you might be a bit of a rebel, a bit of a kind of like misfit. You know, you might struggle to fit in, but, you know, you can't fit in if you were born to stand out, right? And the question here is, what do you want your legacy to be? When you're gone, how do you want to be remembered? If you want to devote your life to one thing, what would it be? How can you live more daringly, more authentically, more truthfully, and step into your power, live in a really bold way? So that could be living abroad, working a different way, living off grid, you know, doing something different, bringing through work that is new and unique. You know, I feel like you're just living in a different way to most people, but that's going to inspire people now and for years to come as well. So I'm really loving this energy for you so far, pile two. So let's get a final card from this deck. Completely flew out. So this is gorgeous. Wisdom Keeper, a new perspective, study and learning. So I just feel like these cards go so well together. We've got curiosity, opening your mind, remembering why you came here, and then a whole new perspective coming in for you alongside studying and learning as well. And we've got the figure on the card, like kind of touching the stone, and I feel like they're receiving wisdom from the stone. Pile 2, I feel like you are a wisdom keeper. I feel like you are somebody that holds so much wisdom from the lifetime you've lived, and probably from past lifetimes as well. And you're just somebody that I think people go to. I feel like you maybe bring through guidance yourself as well. But yeah, I love that this card has jumped out for you. Pile 2, you're being encouraged to take a different perspective right now, to you know, this really links into this card about curiosity and opening your mind, okay? Seeing life from a different perspective. I'm really feeling strongly about you living in a different place and experiencing life from a different viewpoint, if that resonates for you. It's almost, again, like mentioning being comfortable with not knowing exactly, you know, the path ahead, the way ahead, because it will be shown to you. And there's definitely something here around, maybe you've been guided recently to a training course, to study, to going further down a spiritual path, new teachings, learning a new modality. So I feel like this is definitely coming in for you for the rest of the year, Pile 2. You're going to be studying, learning, kind of getting guided towards new books, courses, teachers, and you probably have already been nudged towards these things already. So it's a really big message, Pile 2, to, you know, invest in that study and that training, because I feel like that's going to really push you forward in your business, okay? This could be more traditional study. So you could be doing an online course or going to train with somebody, but it could also be something a bit more mystical. You know, you could be traveling to sacred places to do training with people there, going to some sort of retreats, events, that kind of thing in sacred places is coming in there for you as well. Reconnecting with ancient wisdom, I feel like it's a big thing for you. Working with ancestors, I'm also hearing Akashic records as something to study. So the Akashic records are like a spiritual library of information about our lives, this life around, and also past lives. And there's lots of teachers out there teaching on that subject right now. And when you access the Akashic records, you can really start to truly understand why you're here as well. So yeah, you're stepping into this whole new perspective. I think as a result of the studying and learning, you are a wisdom keeper. You are somebody that holds so much wisdom. And I feel like you need to share that with others. So there's an aspect of you training people here as well, sharing your wisdom. You creating training or an online course to teach people what you know, so they can step into their power as well, okay? So yeah, very interesting cards for you, Pile 2. Now I'm going to use my Oracle card deck, the Business Oracle for Female Entrepreneurs. And I created this just because there aren't many Oracle card decks around for business. And I just needed something I could use myself to help me to know what to focus on in business, to give me a bit of daily guidance, weekly guidance, monthly guidance. And I wanted it to be really inclusive. So I've included a lot of different types of women in the cards. I separated the deck into 5 different categories: self-development, marketing, self-care, spirituality, and money, because there's so many different aspects of business, with a strong emphasis on self-care, because I know how easy it is to burn out running a business. You're like taking everything on. So I really wanted that to be a strong element of this to help people to stay in balance. I'm going to pop that there. And let's see what comes out for you from my deck pile 2 for guidance for the rest of the year. And immediately we have a self-care card, we have meditation. Okay, you might already be someone who meditates, but you could have fallen out of the practice. And I feel like for the rest of the year, pile 2, it's going to be really important for you to prioritize spending time in meditation, which is going to help you tune into your intuition, okay? It's going to help you to receive the guidance, receive the wisdom, and it's going to help you to open your mind and to feel more comfortable kind of living in the uncertainty, because I feel like that's where you're going to get the most rich life experiences as well. And you can just start by doing a minute a day, you know, and building it up. A lot of us find it hard to meditate because we're so distracted nowadays. Our attention span is so short. But there are things that can help us, like guided meditations on YouTube, going to a meditation class where you're actually setting aside time to meditate with a group, which can make it easier. Using different apps, that kind of thing. And I've also got a tree symbolizing going out in nature and just doing some meditation in nature, which can help. Using candles to create the mood. The headphones for listening to guided meditations. And I've got a sound bowl on there as well, just because sound can also be a nice way to help you to switch your mind off and listen to some sound bowls, sound healing, that kind of thing. So I definitely feel like you should be prioritizing meditation for the rest of the year, pile 2. And that is really going to help you to hear your guidance clearly, to feel much more mentally balanced, to tap into your wisdom, and to feel more comfortable with living in the curiosity, the uncertainty. Okay, it's going to make that easier, so you attract these amazing new experiences that I feel like are coming in for you. Okay, pop that there. Okay, so let's see what else comes out of this deck pile 2. Okay, so we have a marketing card, pile 2. We have LinkedIn. Okay, so this card is just asking you to be a bit more active on LinkedIn. If you have like a spiritual business, it can feel a bit daunting because there's a lot of kind of like quite strong energy on LinkedIn, a lot of kind of patting yourself on the back, and a lot of us can find that quite difficult. It can almost come across as like a bragging energy. But I feel like there's something here about you building your presence on LinkedIn. So other business owners, other people can see what you do, even if it feels like scary because what you do doesn't necessarily fit in with the traditional kind of businesses that a lot of people have on there. But remember the record cards, remember why you came, be bold. It's just about being authentic and not being scared to put yourself out there on traditional marketing platforms, social media platforms, and just kind of working up to being consistent on it, posting daily, figuring out what kind of posts to use, how to best utilize it and get people to engage with you on there. You can also use LinkedIn to keep up to date with networking opportunities, kind of job roles if you ever dip in and out of work, that kind of thing. And it could also be time to do a LinkedIn course just to help you to know how to use it to its fullest potential so you can attract new clients and promote your business using this platform. Obviously, you can pay for LinkedIn, but I feel like just using the free account can be pretty effective. But I tend to go in and out of using it, and I do know that I need to be more consistent with it because I think the energy of it just gets to me a bit. But like all social media, you can just do your post, have a little look, but you don't need to spend all your time looking at everybody else's posts because that might be a little bit draining. But I do feel like there's something around you using LinkedIn more to promote yourself going forward. So I really hope that that resonates with you. Okay, pile 2. So the final card from my deck is co-working, okay? So for the rest of the year, I feel like this is another thing you could focus on. I feel like co-working, going to co-working sessions is going to help you to finish projects that you might have started. I know for me, often I can get distracted working by myself at home. And weirdly, if I go to a co-working session like this, where there's usually around 6-8 people around a desk, everyone networks at first, lets people know what they do, but then people tend to get down to work and get on with things. And you can even like ask a question while you're around the table and somebody probably will have the answer to help you. But I find it really interesting that the energy of that situation helps me to kind of get something finished, which you would think would be a bit counterproductive because it would be easier to get distracted and chat. But when other people are putting their head down and working, I think that can rub off on us and have a similar effect to get focused, okay? So pile 2, if you're seeing this, I would search out any co-working groups where you live, where you can physically go to a space and be in a room with people. Obviously, that's a great networking opportunity. There's online co-working groups as well, but since COVID, I think more and more of them have gone back to being in person. This could also mean you setting up your own co-working group where you find a venue and maybe bring a group together every month. And that's a great way for you to network, for people to get to know you, and to create your own new network out of that. So I hope that resonates for you. Okay, so next pile 2, we're going to get some fortune cards, see what comes out for you from this fortune deck. Okay, so can we get some fortune cards for pile 2? Fortune cards, please. Okay, oh nice. Okay, pile 2. So your first fortune card is celebrations. You are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. And we've got the gifts there. So I see you for the rest of the year, pile 2, really having a lot to celebrate. Previous to now, it could have felt like a bit of an uphill struggle, especially if you were stuck in this kind of control state that the first card talked about. And not kind of letting the universe step in and helping, because then things can get a bit stagnant. But I feel like if you shift your perspective, get that new perspective and take your hands off the steering wheel a bit, there's going to be so much to celebrate, okay? You're ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. And I'm focusing on the word exciting. So again, I think it's like unexpected things, you know, spontaneous things, getting more into that energy, getting rid of any fear of change that you might have, and just being really open to seeing things from a whole different perspective. And it's going to bring you so much abundance and so many gifts. Put that there. So when this card comes out, it's talking about you reaping the rewards of your efforts that you've made in the year, in the months up until now. Okay, I feel like it's talking about the past 12 months. So I definitely feel like you're stepping into a new energy where it's like you've sown the seeds and planted the harvest, but now you're harvesting the rewards, the results. And it's so important for you to now celebrate this pile 2, like celebrate these gorgeous gifts that are coming in for you. Okay, throw a party, arrange to see friends, get into that celebratory energy, put dates in your diary for the rest of the year to have fun, enjoy yourself, because you've done the hard work. Okay, again, I feel like this is tapping into the networking opportunities as well. And I think that the networking is just gonna, I think you're gonna make friends in the networking, pile 2. Okay, it's not just meeting potential clients, you're actually making new friends that are like-minded, that are going to bring you so many gifts as well. I feel like there's travel coming in for you too, pile 2, which is linking into this curiosity and wonder, going to new places that you've never been to before, and just, you know, not having a real plan and just seeing what happens. I feel like that could be amazing for you. And just your confidence massively increasing. I feel like you're going to need to make quick decisions to maybe jump on opportunities that you might get to have different experiences. And don't like put things off. If you get an opportunity, try not to and ah about it too much, because the opportunity might go. I feel like you need to like say yes quickly to things, even if you're a bit scared by it. And there's something around you making longer term plans right now to get good results too. So kind of like thinking about the next 12 months and planning ahead a bit. Okay, but I feel like you are just on the path to success now, and there's nothing that's going to stop you. Okay. I do feel like there's somebody you're going to meet through the networking that is going to really change your financial situation and really increase your self-esteem as well. So this could be like a partner that you run sessions with, and you really, the energy of the two of you working together is going to massively transform your business. I do feel like there's an opportunity to work in a different place. There's an opportunity to work abroad if you get that chance, to have this new perspective, that whole new kind of life that's going to be more spontaneous, more exciting, you know, where you don't know what's going to happen every day, and get out of a rut maybe that you might have been in in the months that have gone previous to this. I think you need to trust your instincts, and just be confident with the opportunities that are coming in and saying yes to things, okay? It's really interesting. The guidance for this card says email yourself an email with the tagline, with the subject line, congratulations, okay? And write in the body of the email what you're congratulating yourself for. So it's a little bit of a visualization technique where you are putting in the subject congratulations, and then you're almost like looking ahead and sending an email from the future to yourself, like congratulations for stepping out of your comfort zone, for taking those opportunities, for taking that trip, for doing that thing that is going to really change your perspective on life. So that's just a nice little fun thing you can do to tap into that celebratory energy. Another card from this deck. Ooh. Ooh, so we've got Eagle. Again, I just feel like this is talking about this brand new perspective you're going to have. Seeing things from a very much wider perspective. Okay, it's like you're zooming up, kind of high up into the sky and looking down and just seeing things from a much wider perspective. And you know, it's so easy to kind of fall into such a narrow view of life, isn't it? Especially if our day-to-day is quite similar. But this is all about you for the rest of the year, pal, too. Just being able to see kind of so far, like to zoom so far out and see your life differently. You will soar towards your destiny with greater clarity and strength, okay? Yeah, I feel like new people are coming in for you, pal, too. These new opportunities are just gonna really help you to get on the path that you're meant to be on, and just live your life with such a renewed sense of joy, wonder, curiosity, and all of those amazing things. I'm going to put that eagle there. I feel like you're going to be able to look at your challenges differently as well, and see them as learning opportunities instead of just getting annoyed and upset by things that might be coming in that are a little bit difficult. And this is all just about grabbing hold of your destiny, pal, too. And again, don't hesitate or and ah if you're presented opportunities, because you'll miss your chance if you do that. You need to just grab the opportunities immediately so somebody else doesn't swoop in and take your opportunity, okay? The energy of the eagle is very much about strength, power, wisdom, and courage, which I feel like has already been talked about, especially in the beginning of this reading. And it could be that you've been through some trauma, a prolonged period of bad luck, being indecisive, or feeling like you're making the wrong decisions. But I do feel like this is all going to change, pile 2. You know, you're soaring to a new height, seeing things from a different perspective, realizing that the obstacles are actually bringing you closer to your goals and dreams. Okay. And I also feel like you're protected as well, pile 2. An eagle represents spiritual protection. Okay. And eagles can also help you to feel connected to your guides as well. So again, this Wisdom Keeper card talked about connection. And I do feel like there's going to be, you're going to feel an increased connection to your guides as well in the rest of the year. An increased ability to hear your intuition and to connect. And that can happen through dreams, asking for and getting signs as well. And yeah, you're just going to take a big leap forward the rest of the year, pile 2. I feel like there's extra money coming in. There's going to be some sort of maybe an opportunity to have this partnership. I also feel like unexpected money coming in for you is going to happen, like an inheritance or a win on something. So again, tapping into that kind of unexpected energy of card 1. And also recognition for past efforts as well. So I mentioned before about you putting the work in over the last 12 months, and I feel like you're finally going to get recognized for that hard work. And use the eagle as like a symbol of your strength and courage as well. So it might be something that you put on a screensaver, or, you know, you have some sort of eagle symbol around you, which is going to remind you of just how far you come, and to always kind of zoom out and look at the world from that new perspective as well. And finally, let's get a card from, is that one going to come out? Finally, let's get another card from this deck for you. Ooh. Lovely. So we've got Angel. I definitely feel like you're protected. You're going to be so protected the rest of the year, pile 2. Your angels and guides are protecting you on your spiritual journey. Again, I feel like this links into your the wisdom keepers, ancestors, guides that are also around you right now. But you're definitely going to feel more protected, like you're not alone in this, and that you are co-creating with the universe. You're not just completely in control with your hands on the steering wheel, unable to let go and let anything different on you happen. And I feel like when you take your hands off the wheel, that's just such a big thing that I keep saying through this reading. And ask your guides for help. They're going to step in, and you are going to feel like life is so much easier. But I definitely sense them coming in around you, especially when you shift your perspective and realize that you're not alone in this. You don't have to do everything yourself. And if you open up to new experiences coming in, they're going to reward you with so many amazing gifts. Just going to put that angel there. I feel like your connection to your guides is going to be massively strengthened over the rest of the year, pile 2. Pay attention to your dreams, your gut feelings, especially when these new opportunities come in, because I feel like your angels, your guides are sending these new opportunities for you. Okay. You might already know a bit about angels, but the guidance here to enhance your career or finances, there's 2 archangels that you can ask for help, Archangel Michael and Archangel Jophiel, who can help you to find your direction when you're confused. Okay, so again, linking into card 1 and that uncertainty. These angels can bring out our hidden talents and artistic and creative sparks and help you to experience a spiritual awakening and stop sitting on the fence, okay? Stop being stuck and feeling like you need to be in control all the time, okay? So you could print out a picture of Archangel Michael or Jophiel and put them somewhere prominent where you work. You can also get a little angel crystal or an angel symbol and put it on your desk or somewhere in your home for protection and to help you to tap into your intuition. And it can help you to remember to ask for help when it's needed, okay? You can call upon your guides at any time, pal, too, but we're not brought up to do that, are we? We're not brought up to believe that we have guides around us. So they're just reminding you to keep asking them for help during the day out loud in your head for any challenges that are coming up for you. But I just feel like you're massively protected, pal, too. And I just love all this energy of like a new perspective, new experiences, you remembering why you came here, stepping into this whole new energy, being bold, leaving a legacy, okay? And we can worry too much about what other people think. We can be scared to step into our true power. But for the rest of the year, pal, too, I just think that you know that it's time, even though you might be scared. And this whole new perspective is going to change your life, pal, too. You're going to have so much to celebrate. Your life's going to transform so much. I'm so excited for you. And I'm just going to get you an Angel Answers card to finish off this reading. Okay. I love this for you. Okay, you're ready, pal, too. You're ready for this new perspective, this whole new way of living, okay? You've done the work. You've put the hard work in. You've faced up to your fears. You know that things need to change and you're ready to make this change, to make this switch, okay? Yeah, I love that this has jumped out for you. It's just complete confirmation. You're just ready to step into your power. You are ready to do what you came here to do, to leave the legacy, to live and work maybe in a different way that's just going to catapult you so much further forwards, okay? So get started. I saw, on the day of reading this, I saw a post saying that there's 111 days left in 2024, if you're watching this as soon as I post it. So we've got 111 days before 2025 to step into our power, to do what we came here to do, to shift our perspective, and to receive what we deserve, okay? What we actually deserve because of all of our hard work, okay? So, pal 2, I really hope that resonated with you. Let me know in the comments if it did. And don't forget to subscribe if you would like to get notified about the readings that I do. And yes, if you liked the look of my deck and want a bit of help with your business in the form of an oracle card deck, then you can pre-order the deck. I'll put the link in the notes below. Depending on when you're seeing this, like right now it's available for pre-order and you get a free 5-card reading when you pre-order the deck. I'm also offering 10-card in-depth business readings right now if you want personalized guidance. Obviously this reading is a collective reading. So if you want something more personalized, I'll put the link below as well. But thanks so much for watching, pal 2. I'm so excited about the rest of the year for you. I think it's going to be amazing, and by, in a few months' time, I feel like things are going to change so much for you for the better, and you're going to have this whole new perspective, and you're just going to be so much happier and in alignment, and doing what you came here to do on a whole new level. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, so hi to you if you chose pile 3, and welcome to your reading. You may have been guided by the blue and pink of the back of that card there, or also maybe the flower agate spoke to you, and it looks like there's a little world going on in that crystal, which is just gorgeous. And let's get started on your reading. So first of all, we are going to get some start from cards from this Ancient Stones Oracle. And this is a reading for the rest of the year. So you could be watching this when this is released in September 2024. And obviously the guidance for that is up until the end of 2024. And that could be the relevant energy that you're looking at here. But if you're watching this at another time in the future, then just take the energy to mean the rest of whichever year you're in, because it's meant to be a bit of a timeless reading as well. So let's just see what comes out. In the other piles, there's so much energy about a new beginning, a new cycle, new perspectives in both readings. So let's just see if we get a similar message here. Okay, pile 3. So we have got the card, the Holy Mountain, Soul Calling, Sacred Journey, Pilgrimage. Okay, just absolutely gorgeous colours there. And yeah, I feel like this is exciting for you, because I feel like for the rest of the year, pile 3, you're finally stepping into your soul calling, okay? You could have been working on this previous to now, for the past few months, but I feel like now that you're watching this, you're really starting to step fully into what you're here to do. Okay, you're on a spiritual path, no matter what kind of business that you do, or if you're thinking about doing a business. I believe that business is a spiritual path because it pushes you to become the best version of yourself, to overcome challenges, to really look at your any blocks that you have, anything that's holding you back as well, and to go on this pilgrimage, this journey, to climb the mountain, to actually be who you fully came here to be, okay? So I'm loving this. This has come out for you first. I feel like your guides are basically saying you have climbed this mountain, you're climbing this mountain, and you're not too far from the top. I feel like for the rest of this year, this will continue, but I feel like you haven't got that much further to go, okay? You're nearly there. You're nearly where you want to be. And if you keep listening to your intuition, what your soul is asking to do, then I just feel like you're going to feel the happiest, the most fulfilled. You're going probably, I imagine, going to be helping people. And this is a very, as I said, a special inner journey, not just the external journey of the business. You're also going inwards as well and clearing out anything that no longer serves you. You could also be thinking about going on some sort of a trip or a pilgrimage. You might be going to a place that is a sacred site or has some sort of spiritual significance as well. I feel like by doing this, this will help you on your journey forward. You'll probably have some sort of experience if you go to a sacred place, which is going to help propel you forwards as well. Let's just put that there. It could actually be about you going somewhere that's mountainous, so we could take this really literally as well. And I feel like that would be of significance to you, being in that kind of energy, being in a mountainous place as well. You know, obviously people like to climb mountains. It's a huge feat. It's respected if you go and climb a mountain. And I do feel like your journey so far may have felt like climbing a mountain, pile 3. Lots of twists and turns, maybe trying lots of different kinds of work, jobs, and you're now finally doing what your soul has asked you to come here to do. So as I said, this sacred journey could be an inner journey or an outer journey, but probably both. And how can you embrace your own unique path? I feel like you're the kind of person that is maybe doing something completely new. You could be combining things to create your own kind of product, service, offer, that kind of thing as well. And I feel like you're being called to take the path less trodden, like the path that hasn't been walked yet as well, okay? And your guides are just saying, yes, it can feel like a mountain to climb, but this is your soul's calling. This is what you're here to do. You have the strength and the skills and the abilities to be able to do this. And, you know, we can decide this is too hard and go away from it for a while, but we generally keep getting called back to this calling that you have, okay? So it's okay to take breaks on the climb, but I feel like for the rest of the year, Pal 3, you are being pulled back to your calling, your reason for being here on this planet at this time, and you are going to feel much more motivated, strong, and able to fully lean into that calling, to do what you feel like you need to do, to lean into that. So for me, that's doing more of these YouTube readings, reading cards at event, actually putting myself out there as a reader. And it's easy for me to just kind of hide at home kind of thing and not put myself out there. So I do feel like you will be stepping more fully into your calling, Pal 3, for the remainder of the year, and that's really exciting. Can we get another card from this deck for Pal 3, please? Guidance for the rest of the year. Okay. So next we have weather the storms, let it change you, embrace the unexpected. Okay, so I feel like, Pal 3, that this could have been going on for a while up until this point, that you have been weathering the storms. I feel like you've probably been challenged up until now in terms of the previous months of the year. And it has felt like one big storm at times. We've got the lightning coming down there, all the water rushing in, that kind of thing. So the energy of that card is, and the colour that's going on there as well, makes me think that there could have been a bit of a battle up to this point. But I feel like the storms have made you who you are. They've made you strong. You might have questioned your path, what you're doing, stepped away from it, as I mentioned previously. But I feel like this is coming to an end for you now. And it's the storms have done what they were meant to do, which is make you stronger, you know, make you more resilient for when you step back onto your path. I also feel like for the rest of the year, there is probably going to be unexpected things coming up. And it's a bit of a sign not to try and control everything, because the unexpected things that are coming in for you, you need to embrace them to be able to move forward and fully step into what you are doing. Depending on where you are, you could have also physically been having a lot of storms going on weather-wise as well. And often the symbolism of storms is to kind of clear away what's no longer needed to let the new come through as well. So this card is just putting your challenges into perspective, okay? We grow through challenge, we get resilient through hardship. And your guides just want you to know that whatever's going on right now, you're going to get through this, and the rest of the year is going to get easier. Things are going to improve. There's light at the end of the tunnel, and the sun is going to come out again after this storm has happened. They want you to know that you're much stronger than you think. And through extremes that go in your life, you're becoming even more brilliant, even more of a light to other people. You know, don't be afraid to share about what might have been going on for you, because I feel like people will connect with your authenticity, your honesty, your truth, especially if you've been facing difficulties. And maybe I think by doing that, you'll actually attract clients to you. And so you're basically just being asked right now, Pal 3, to have so much faith, At the time I'm doing this reading, we're changing season from summer to autumn. Obviously in autumn, the leaves die and fall away. It's very symbolic of change. So let any seasonal changes, any weather changes, help you to become even more of who you truly are, of like what your soul is calling you to do, okay? And how can you embrace change? How can you embrace the unexpected, as the card said there? You know, and sometimes that involves taking some time out to rest, to weather the storms if things feel particularly difficult, if clients have dried up, work has dried up, or you're just feeling very disillusioned with your path. Last year, I literally sold all of my oracle card decks and wanted to give up spirituality because everything just felt so difficult. And then this year, all of my passion and energy has come back for this, but it's just been a very difficult journey. So if that's been going on for you and you feel like giving up, then sometimes we just have to wait that out and be patient, even though that's hard. Because I feel like often when that happens, we come back with like a renewed resilience and strength, and it's like I'm not going to be dissuaded from doing what I came here to do this time around, okay? So you've definitely been up the mountain and weathering the storms, pile 3. Yeah, I think you've very much been through the ringer. Oh, okay. So our third card from this deck is Dancing with Stones, Movement, Teamwork, Partnership. Oh, this is so gorgeous. Look at those colours, the blues. So I definitely feel like this card is talking about working with other people. You don't have to do this journey alone. You don't need to do business alone. There are people out there that you would fit really well with, working together, teaming up. I feel like this is going to help you to feel less isolated, to give you somebody else to bounce ideas off. And together you would be stronger in the work that you do as well, okay? Obviously the card mentions partnership there. So I do feel like in the remainder of this year, that there will be opportunities coming up for you to work with people who you feel really aligned with and resonate with. And just more opportunities for teamwork. I see you networking more, co-working, just not being as isolated in your business. And this is going to make you feel so much different about it. You're going to feel so much more inspired and motivated. It can be so difficult to keep motivating ourselves in isolation if we're not kind of working with other people. Think about if you were self-employed for years. Think about when you were employed for years. We generally worked around other people, which can be annoying if they are, you know, not the kind of people you want to be around. But we kind of usually would find people that we got on with and we didn't feel so isolated. But often with your own business, you're very much doing everything yourself. So I do feel like there is help coming in, and be open to working with other people and actively seek this out as well. I'm loving that your colours are all quite similar as well. Like you've got all this gorgeous blue coming through here. I just think it might be representative of how you've been feeling up until now. The blue energy, maybe feeling a bit blue, a bit down, a bit lost. But I think you're stepping into your soul's calling. I think that you are coming out of these storms stronger, and that people are coming in to help you with your calling as well, which is going to make it a much more pleasant journey. So I see so much more positivity, help, overcoming these big obstacles, pile 3. So I'm really excited for you in that respect. So next, I'm going to bring in my deck that I've recently created, the Business Oracle for Female Entrepreneurs. I've been doing business readings for a couple of years and was using another deck and realised that that was the only deck that I knew about for business owners. So I thought I'd design my own. I've tried to make it inclusive and diverse, representing lots of different types of women. And there's 5 sections in the deck: self-development, marketing, self-care, spirituality, and money. So I've tried to look at all different areas of business, and there is an emphasis on self-care because I know how easy it is to burn out, because it's happened to me. So I think self-care needs to be a massive part of our self-employment journey as well. So let's have a look at what comes out of this deck for you, pile 3. Oops, straight away. Ooh. So straight away we have abundance mindset. Okay, so pile 3, this is something for you to prioritize for the rest of the year. Really working on, and you could have already been doing this up to now, so this could just be confirmation, but just looking and being very aware of any lack or scarcity mindset that you may have from childhood, from things that have happened in your life, and really working to challenge those money blocks that you might have been having. And this can tie into these 2 cards that we've already had, the Mountain and the Storm. Okay, it could be very much about struggling financially, and this could just be being highlighted for you. But I feel like this is your future energy, this woman who's just got coins and notes raining down on her. Okay, and I feel like you can create this maybe faster than you think, just by doing like prioritizing abundance mindset, money mindset. There's so many books you can do that you can read to help with this. I've just read a book called Get Rich, Lucky Bitch by Denise Duffield Thomas, and I was put off a bit by the title, but that's a really good place to start with abundance work. There's also a book called Money Alchemy by Eloise Burton. And there's so many books about working on your money mindset. You might be guided to work with a coach to help you really unearth and let go of deep money blocks as well, if you're seeing this, pile 3. But I do feel like your money mindset is going to shift and improve before the end of the year. And I'll put some links to things that have helped me in the notes below. But I see this is very positive for you, pile 3. Definitely doing the work on these blocks, so you move from lack or scarcity mindset into an abundance, a prosperity mindset, which is going to make everything feel so much easier. You're gonna be attracting money from unexpected places, so your life's just going to feel so much easier moving forward, and not so much of a challenge like we've seen in these first 2 cards. Okay, let's get one more. Can we get another card from my deck, please? Thank you. Okay. Okay, pile 3. So our second card from my deck is Be in Nature. Okay, so this is a self-care card, obviously, and your guides are just wanting you to get outside more, get some fresh air, and prioritize this in the next few months of the year as well, to be in nature, because being in nature is so amazing for our mental and physical health. It helps us to feel more in balance. It helps us deal with anxiety, different mental health issues that might be going on. It just uplifts us, it grounds us. If you're an empath, highly sensitive person, spiritual person, it's very easy for us to feel ungrounded. We take on other people's energy. So getting out in nature regularly helps us to ground and to shift some of that energy that we've been taking on from other people as well. So this could just be making sure you have a daily walk, spending time outside every day if possible. I know it's not always possible if the weather's really bad, but I feel like you might be being called to take a holiday, a trip, to get closer to nature. It could be that you go camping, or you go stay somewhere where you're going to be hiking or cycling, or just being around the natural world. And I feel like that's going to be amazing for you if you do that kind of trip right now as well. We've also had quite a bit of nature mentioned at the beginning, haven't we? The mountain and the storms. So I feel like this would just be a really good way, pile 3, of you to help you to let go of stuff that you might have absorbed into your body from situations and other people that is holding you back. So getting out in nature is just going to be massively beneficial for you to feel more in balance and to move forward in the next few months of the year. So 2 things to prioritize there, pile 3, and 1 more card from this deck. Oh. Okay, so we have accountability partner. So I love that this has come out here because this very much ties in with the teamwork card that we already had. So it could be, as already mentioned, pile 3, that you could get into the habit quite a lot of doing everything yourself, of feeling isolated with your business, and that can lead to, you know, mental health issues. It's never good for us as humans to be completely isolated, even though if you're a highly sensitive person, obviously we do need to protect our energy and spend more time alone. But I do feel over the next few months of the year, pile 3, that having an accountability partner, somebody who is you can check in with every week and help you to get things done, is going to be such a help for you. Often, if we try and do everything ourselves, it can be hard for us to get through our to-do list, get stuff finished, because as humans, like, often we need accountability, somebody that we tell them what we're going to do and they're going to come back to us and say, have you done this? It makes it more likely that we're going to get the things done that we want to do. It could be that you have numerous accountability partners for different aspects of your business or life. And it should be somebody that you feel comfortable with, you trust. This could be another business owner, or this also could be a coach as well that keeps you accountable. And you could get together every week in person, go for a coffee in a lovely coffee shop, restaurant, and meet up in person. Or you could do this on Zoom or something like that as well, if that's not possible for you. But I feel like this is going to really propel you forwards, pile 3, having regular accountability, just so you keep going and stick to your path and you don't lose motivation or kind of get pulled away from it for too long. Because there are people around you that are willing to help you with that, and then you can do the same job for somebody else, and that feels quite fulfilling to keep somebody else on track as well. So I feel like somebody is going to be coming in for you, pile 3, that is going to be great at this for you. You're going to help each other, and that teamwork, that partnership is going to propel you to new heights with your business, make you enjoy doing what you do more as well. And help you to feel less isolated, which can just be so demoralizing. We kind of get used to it. We think that that's the norm. And then it's only when we go back out there and be around other people, we kind of realize what we've been missing. So I feel like this teamwork energy is so clear for you, and it's just going to make everything feel so much better with your business. Okay, so we're going to get some cards from this Fortune Oracle now. It's the final part of this reading. Okay, interesting. So pile 3, you've got this card called Beware. Don't get too worried about it. This is just a bit of a heads up, but it's just saying be careful who you trust at this time. And I think this is a chameleon. I think it's a chameleon or an iguana. I think it's a chameleon because it has some sort of colour on it. But I think it's just trying to say that there are people who appear a certain way, but are actually not who they say they are, not who they think they are. So this could just be a heads up, pile 3, that there's somebody around you that may not be fully trustworthy. The first person that comes to mind when you're seeing this is probably what they're talking about, who they're talking about. But they're just wanting you to be very careful about who you trust at this time, especially when it comes to your business, okay? Because there's people out there that will take advantage of us, take our money. You know, they don't have our best interests at heart. And it could just be that somebody around you is like this, or somebody who's coming in might not be fully trustworthy. I don't feel like it's this energy of this person coming in who's going to really help you to move forward. It's somebody else, and I feel like it's going to be very clear to you straight away, or you already know who this person is. just to not spend too much time and energy around this person, or not have this person around you, if that's at all possible. Can also be talking about just be aware of taking too many risks as well in your business. So there might be opportunities coming in that do involve laying out quite a lot of money on top of the abundance card there, so they're probably connected. But so just be very careful around your financial situation and your personal life at this time, because you could be feeling quite vulnerable because of all of these challenges that you've had, okay? So just be very discerning before you choose the people you're going to work with, and especially this partner, accountability partner, who you're probably going to tell like quite maybe secrets to, things that you've got planned, and you don't want to be doing that with somebody who you can't trust, who maybe is going to steal your ideas. But at the same time, don't let that put you off working with other people, like fear around whether you can trust them, because I feel like you have good intuition and you're going to know from someone's energy who you can trust with the kind of more secretive stuff and who you can't. So yeah, be very careful around financial advice, because for the rest of the year, if somebody comes in and is giving you financial advice, it could see you losing money. So be very careful. Avoid any get-rich-quick schemes, and try not to lend anybody any money between now and the end of the year as well, because you're not likely to get it back. Okay, so this is just a heads up. It's not a good time to borrow money unless you're 100% sure you're able to pay it back as well. So just a bit of a heads up about debt there as well. And try and keep a record of what you're spending and what's going out as well, because there could be some unexpected bills that come in between now and the end of the year. And you don't want to be in a situation where there's no spare money for that, and then you end up more in debt. So I would just check more about what's coming in and out of your account. Create spreadsheets if that helps you. Just be a bit more budget conscious. And this is just a massive heads up around finances and money, to avoid you from getting into situations that are just going to stress you out and feel like there's more storms and mountains to climb. So it's always good for us to have a heads up to avoid the storm that could be coming in around money. So thank you, universe, for that heads up for pile 3. Get another card from the fortune deck. Ooh, okay. So next pile 3, we've got the goals card, and we have money symbolized on here as well. So I feel like this ties into the last card. I feel like this is talking about setting financial goals as well. And it's talking about positive progress and personal goals will be achieved. So just off the face of it, with the fact there's coins here, I do feel like setting financial goals for the rest of the year is going to be really helpful. Maybe a monthly goal that you can work towards in terms of what you're going to try and attract into your business. And I feel like your guides are saying that this is completely achievable as well. I feel like this person that you work with could potentially help you with that as well. But again, avoid anybody that you don't feel like you can trust, that you're getting a gut feeling or intuitive hit that is that doesn't have your best interests at heart, okay? But I definitely feel like this is predominantly around financial goals. But I also feel like between now and the end of the year that you are going to be achieving goals that maybe have been on your to-do list for ages, and you haven't been able to meet them. But I do feel like you will be achieving your goals, pile 3, which is positive and amazing. There's also guidance here around, you know, if you've been feeling really sensitive, vulnerable to criticism, just out of sorts, just remember to stay positive and remember that these criticisms can't hurt you unless you let them. okay? Don't let people put you off your path, your soul calling. You know, don't let people get in the way of what you know you are here to do, okay? There's something here around learning new skills or taking up a new hobby, which is going to help you progress towards your goals as well. Maybe doing a little bit of training in something. Could be to do with the abundance mindset training, I feel, which I really think is going to help you to hit your financial goals. And it's very much about letting old ways of being go and starting afresh, because there's big changes coming in for you. And I do feel like that's around money, pile 3. And it's important for you, again, I'm going to say again, trust your instincts regarding money. Don't be taken in by other people's big plans if it doesn't resonate with you. Do you feel like you're going to be getting more clients coming in? I feel like you have so many ideas. I feel like you're good at persuading people to maybe buy from you, or that persuading people about the value about what you do, but try not to oversell yourself, because that could put people off, okay? I just see a turnaround in your ability to reach your goals, your focus, not getting distracted, just feeling really motivated. And I feel like you're going to achieve something unique, something completely new before the end of the year. And the people around you are going to be so impressed and proud of you. So whatever, if that is speaking to something that immediately comes to mind, then definitely keep going after that particular goal. It's a good time now to goal set. So write your goals down, do a vision board with what you want to achieve in the rest of the year, and put that somewhere prominent in your house, in your office. You can also look at people that inspire you in the world, and kind of do some journaling about that person and why they inspire you, because often the people that we look up to are actually reflecting back qualities that we have in ourselves. So by kind of looking at what attracts you to them and what you admire can really help you to realize that you have the similar abilities and you can do similar things as well. So use these people as an inspiration and not kind of like people to be jealous of, if that makes sense. One more card, please, for pile 3. Ooh, nice. Oh, I love this for you. So we've got cracker. So we've got some Christmas crackers there. This is all about positivity, love, joy, good fortune, celebration. Obviously, it's tradition to pull crackers at Christmas time. So I'm wondering if I'm feeling like around about that time, Christmas time, you're going to be feeling so much better about everything, so much celebration going on, maybe doing something different around that time of year as well, changing your routine, maybe even doing a trip over Christmas, which is going to feel amazing. But after all of these storms, pile 3, these challenges, you know, there's a little bit of challenge here with this untrustworthy person and maybe financial challenges. I just feel like by the end of the year, pile 3, you're going to have so much to celebrate. Things are going to look so much different and you're going to be feeling so much more positive than previous months leading up to this reading. It's just a whole different story. It's a whole different life, basically. So I love that you've got such a positive card to end with there. It's a very auspicious card. It's like the energy that you're on fire and you're feeling so positive, and people can really start to pick up on that. It's like you're going to be magnetic because your energy is shifted and you're just literally fizzing with positivity, and people are going to pick up on that. Good news coming in for you, good fortune, opportunities coming in for you business-wise. So if you're going out networking, meeting new people, make the best impression you can, because I feel like you're definitely getting new opportunities, probably linked into these partnerships, these teamworks that are going to propel you to the next level. It's also something here around you feeling on top of the world, which I love, like if we mix that with the mountain celebration. So she's moved from like there right to the top. Okay, so that could be you now, feeling like there's still a bit of a mountain to climb, but by the end of the year, you're going to be up there, which is amazing. And yeah, people just will want to be around you. It's a time of celebrations. So really like get some new clothes, really dress up and go out and celebrate, be sociable with these new people. Or again, around Christmas time, like really socialize, get out there, have fun, embrace the season. And I do feel like travel is coming in here as well. So it could well be that you go away over Christmas, you change tradition, you go on a trip, and you're just so happy to be on this trip. Maybe the Christmas period is difficult for you for some reason. So getting yourself out of that energy and you come back like revived and positive could be such a good move for you right now as well. Your enthusiasm's gonna, as I said, attract new people to you. I see business meetings going really well for you because you're like fizzing with this positive energy. People are going to be admiring you more. And I just feel like this money is going to start pouring in for you. You could also win some money as well. So like enter competitions and be open to receiving money from unexpected places, not just your business. I feel like you're going to be getting some great money making ideas coming in. And it's also a really good time to buy property, sell or invest in property. But yeah, just lots of positivity. And I do find that it is linked into the money element as well. So finally, pile 3, we are going to get you an Angel Answers card just to get an overall card for your reading, just to sum all of this up before we finish the reading today. Okay, pile 3, you've actually got 2 overall cards, which I'm going to use, okay, which are really quite interesting. We have got It's Up to You and Ask for Help from Others. So this is really interesting. So I definitely feel like you are in control about, you know, where you're going, what you're going to achieve. And you have the ability, the skills, the strength to create what it is that you want to create while you're here. And I very much think this is your angel saying to you that you're able to do this. You know, it's within your power to do this. You have it in you to achieve what you want to achieve, your goals that came up in that card. It's completely in your power to get where you want to be. But I feel like what's crucial is teamwork, asking for help from others, not doing this on your own. Obviously, we got the teamwork card, we got accountability partner. So it was always, it was coming up about other people, bringing other people in to help you on your mission here. But then it's come up again in the form of this card, Ask for Help from Others. So taken together, it can mean it's up to you to ask for help from others. So you get to decide whether you kind of go this path alone. And I feel like that's where you might be running into the mountains and the storms, or you maybe change your perspective, your tactics, and really start seeing how you can work with other people to get where you need to be. Because I just feel like whatever you're here to do, it's very much about teamwork, working with other people, having, you know, a mix of energies going on, and it's not necessarily something that you can do alone. So I just really hope, pile 3, that message is really resonating with you, that you could have already realized that you've been kind of doing things yourself for so long, and it just feels like you're climbing this mountain. But just the idea of bringing in other people, this could be getting help in terms of joining like a women's business group online where you can get training, coaching, mentoring, you know, go to their events, that kind of thing. Just feel like you're part of something where you know you're going to feel supported as you move ahead. But yeah, this is a huge message. You can either choose to keep going it alone And you'll probably get to where you want to be, but it might take longer and it might feel lots more lonely and maybe not be as enjoyable. Or you can bring in other people and you'll probably get to where you need to be quicker, and you're probably going to feel supported, and it's just going to be a better experience, I think, to bring other people in. But again, remember this card, beware. So before you agree to work with other people, to go into partnership, that kind of thing, you need to be really careful who you trust. You need to be sure that this is the right person, okay? So I just find it so interesting that we've had so many teamwork cards. This is the overall card for the reading, but just this heads up, this warning about be careful who you trust. So it could be that because of things that have happened in the past as well, that you find it hard to trust people, especially in business, because you've been burned or something's happened. So it makes complete sense that you might be weary of asking others for help, especially with this energy going on here. But I think I totally trust in your intuition, pile 3. I think you're going to be able to discern who you should be around and who you shouldn't. And I think it might just be a little bit of a test to kind of start trusting people again, because it's such a strong message that other people are going to be key to your success going forward, to help you, but also to know who is good and who isn't in terms of moving forward. So pile 3, I really hope that helped and resonated. Let me know in the comments if it did. If you like the look of my card deck, I'm going to put a link in the notes. If you would like to pre-order the deck, you get a free 5-card business reading if you do that. And you can also get a 10-card in-depth reading, business reading with me. This is obviously a reading for the collective. But if you would like a more personalized reading, it's going to be specifically tailored for you. And it's a 10-card reading by email, which gives you information on which products and services you could offer, what training you might need, opportunities coming up, challenges, and it gives you a business plan for the next few months. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of the year. I truly think that you're gonna see such a huge difference between now and within the next few months in your business, in your life. And I'll see you in the next reading. Take care. Bye.